Hello friends, welcome to English tutorial. Today we are going to read Mrs. Dalloway, which was written by Virginia Woolf and published in 1925. Friends, this is a psychological fiction. Now, what is a psychological fiction? See, in this type of novel, the inner mental life of a character is described. It reveals the character's emotion that is going on their mind, what kind of things they are thinking, and which events or past memories are repeatedly coming back to haunt them. For example, to help you understand, let me take a person named Deepak who talks very nicely with everyone, speak with a smile and meet people well. On the outside, he seems absolutely fine, but his mental and internal condition is not good. He is suffering from depression. Old sorrowful memories return to torment him, or something happened to him in the past that he keep thinking over and over, making him miserable and mentally ill. Psychological fiction tells you about the deeper level, revealing a character true mental condition, what they are thinking, the nature of their emotion, and which memories are troubling them. Friends, in psychological fiction, the plot of or the story itself is not given as much importance as the mental life of a character. When you read a psychological fiction, you become so deeply attached to the character that you begin to live their lives and feels as if the character is living right alongside you, becoming a part of your life because you connect them so intensely. Before beginning the story, let me take a clear concern that you might not give a massive action packed plot out of this novel, but you will definitely get to know the mental life of its character. So let's begin the story. The story sets in London during mid June 1923. Let me talk you that Virginia Woolf has written a story span just a single day. That means the narrative of Mrs. Dalloway begins in the morning and ends in the evening. You will find out what happens over the course of just one day in Dalloway's life. Clarissa Dalloway is a high class housewife and her husband's name is Richard Dalloway. Richard Dalloway is a politician and Mrs. Dalloway has planned to organize a party tonight. So that she is busy with the preparation. Early in the morning, she goes out to buy flowers for the party. After buying the flowers, when she returns home, Clarissa meets her old lover, whose name is Peter Walsh. In her youth, Clarissa used to love Peter Walsh very much. After many years, she suddenly sees Peter standing right in front of her house. Years ago, Clarissa has rejected Peter's marriage proposal and married Richard instantly because Richard had not a lot of money, was successful and settled in life, and had a stable income. Another reason that Peter was rather self-centered and only thought about himself, which is why Clarissa married Richard. After that, Peter went away to India, and now after few many years, they are meet again. Peter still loves Clarissa as much as did years ago. Peter asks Clarissa if she is truly happy having married Richard. Before Clarissa can say anything, her daughter Elizabeth arrives there. Seeing Elizabeth, Peter quietly leaves the place and his heart is full with sorrow and feeling disappointed and goes to Regent's Park. Sitting alone in Regent Park, he begins to ponder why Clarissa rejects his marriage proposal. Now the point of view of the story shifts actually two parallel stories running simultaneously in the novel. The first story, Clarissa, as she prepares her party tonight, and the second story belongs to the Septimus. Septimus was a soldier in the First World War where he was injured. Septimus witnessed a great deal of bloodshed during the First World War, and his close friend Evans was killed right in front of him. Because of all the violence, the death of his friend, Septimus became mentally ill. He has developed a mental illness called shell shock. Septimus is sitting in Regent Park with his wife Lucrezia. Friends, Regent Park is a very same park where Clarissa old lover Peter is also sitting. So Septimus, his wife Lucrezia and Peter are all sitting in this park. Septimus and his wife were waiting for Sir William Bradshaw. Sir William Bradshaw is a very prominent psychiatrist, and let me tell you that before the war, Septimus was very good reader who loved Shakespeare and his books with great passion. However, since Septimus lost his friend Evans, he sees Evans everywhere and he wants to commit suicide. His mind has become numbed and the terror of the war continues to torment him. He feels that England has now become a useless place, that fighting for this country was pointless. It was not worth it that millions of soldiers sacrificed their life for this nation. Prince Septimus is facing serious mental problem. However, Sir William Bradshaw does not truly listen to a single thinking. Septimus says he simply diagnoses him, performs a checkup, and finally declares that Septimus must be sent to a mental institution. Sir William tells Septimus' wife Lucrezia that she will have to separate from her husband and leave him alone in the mental institution so that he can receive a proper treatment. The story then shifts back to Mrs. Dalloway. Mrs. Dalloway's husband Richard Dalloway is having a lunch at a table where two other people are present. Hugh Whitebread and Lady Burton both belongs to high society. Hugh Whitebread and Richard Dalloway are helping Lady Burton to write a letter. Lady Burton wants to write a letter to the Times, London's biggest newspaper, and these two men are helping her compose it and lunch. While returning, Richard buys large branches of red rose for Mrs. Dalloway. Richard wants to tell Mrs. Dalloway how much he loves her, but due to hesitation, he is unable to say it. Clarissa begins to feel a sense of distance between herself and Richard. Physically, they are husband and wife, but Richard cannot express his feeling of love to Mrs. Dalloway properly, making Clarissa actually aware that emotional distance in their relationship. On the other hand, Mrs. Dalloway also feels lingering sadness because Richard does not know her complete reality. Richard does not know that she once loved Peter so deeply after being lost in her thought for a while. Clarissa sees her daughter Elizabeth and her teacher, whose name is Miss Kilman Elizabeth, and Miss Kilman are going out shopping. The story shifts back to Septimus once again. Septimus and Lucrezia are in their apartment and are very sad together. But just then people arrived to take Septimus away to mental institution. During this time, one of Septimus' doctor, Dr. Holmes, also arrives there. Septimus starts panicking, fearing that doctor will hurt and torture him. And to escape from the doctor, Septimus jumped out of the window and dies. The story shifts back to Mrs. Dalloway. Evening has arrived and Mrs. Dalloway's party has begun, and wealthiest members of high society are present at the party. Peter Walsh also attend the party. Clarissa had worked very hard for the event, but somewhere deep down she still feels dissatisfied and unhappy. Despite of having so much money and high status, there is no real satisfaction in her life, and memories to Peter and her past for traveling her. Everyone's life seems incomplete in some way. Mrs. Dalloway is dissatisfied and Peter is clearly troubled. There is another character in the story named Silly Satan. Silly Satan was Mrs. Dalloway's best friend. During her childhood, Sally shows up the party out of nowhere, but her memories continues to trouble Mrs. Dalloway. Actually, Sally Satan was a free-spirited woman, and years ago she had kissed Mrs. Dalloway. Those beautiful, intense moments troubles Mrs. Dalloway to this day. Now, both Mrs. Dalloway and Sally Satan are married to men, and they both know that society can never accept that kind of love, which which is why Sally keeps her distance from Mrs. Dalloway. In this way, there is no true satisfaction in their lives of these three characters. Meanwhile, Sir William Bradshaw arrived a bit late to the party. As I told you, Sir William Bradshaw was Septimus' doctor. Upon arrival at the party, Sir William Bradshaw informed everyone that a young patient of his has passed away, mentioning that his name was Septimus, and that was a tragedy caused his delay in arriving. Hearing about Septimus' suicide, Clarissa's heart sank. She goes to a quiet room alone and began to think deeply about Septimus. Mrs. Dalloway understood how much cruelty and obsession life had inflicted upon Septimus. Despite her high position in society, she somehow feels strange connection and responsibility regarding Septimus' suicide. As the party comes to an end and guests are returning to their homes, Clarissa comes back to the main room, and seeing her presence, Peter was become instantly excited and deeply moved.